Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna show you how to grow your own plants on your balcony, fully automatic on the cheap. Let's see how this works. So the way I got this set up is a combination of one of those little tiny cheap plastic greenhouses that you can get and a fully automatic watering system. These are both things that are really not very expensive on Amazon anymore. You can get this pretty cheap. However, these are things, there are a million different options out there and you really have to know what to look for to pick out the right one, because it makes quite a big difference. So first of all, let's choose the size of the greenhouse. The one I got right here is 160 centimeters tall, 70 centimeters wide and 50 centimeters deep. And this is enough for 3 10-liter pots. This is what I have right here. I grow chilies in there, and so for me it's perfect. You can pick out sort of medium-sized chilies. I took out 2 of the levers. There would be one lever right here, one lever right here. So if you want to grow some smaller stuff, like just some herbs like I have down here, that little shadowy herb garden, you can do that. But for chilies, this is what you can expect to fit in there. And this will at the end fill out the whole thing all the way to the top, and it's quite a perfect size. When you choose your greenhouse, you have to make sure to use, as you can see, these clear plastic ones. There are these that have sort of like a checkered pattern, and these are horrible. These will only last you exactly 1 year, if that, because the little plastic things inside of the checkering will dissolve. And this is like very commonly described. If you look in the reviews, you will have hundreds of pictures, I'm sure, of them showing you the exact same issue. So these are just to be avoided. And this is PVC, so it is quite sturdy. It will withhold hailstorms and normal storms if you tie this down properly. I have it sort of zip tied to the balcony railing, and it works perfectly fine. So you need to make sure to choose one of these plastic ones. Some features to look out for is some will have like a little door right here to open them up to let some of the hot air out. This is great if you can find it. It's not necessary. I made some holes in mine with some, like I burned them in, as you can see. These little holes in there. So you can have some circulation, and I just leave the door open unless there's like a very heavy storm. I close it. Otherwise you can just keep this open all the time. In the very spring, if you want to put this out very early, obviously shut the door, right? So you want to keep the heat in during the night. So now you have chosen your greenhouse. You kind of know what you can expect to fit in this size. This works perfectly. Only thing I modified is I put a little plastic tube in here as a support the weight, because it can be quite heavy. So now that we have our pot setup and our greenhouse setup, we want to look at the watering system. This is where mine could actually use some improvement. So all of these systems kind of work similar. You will have these little blue thingies. The water will come through this tube, run along these little ridges in here, and then saturate your pot. I have 3 per 10-liter pot in here. You will get a lot of tubing, you will get a lot of T-lines, and this is enough to assemble. Yeah, it will be enough, every kit for 3 pots. What you need to look out for is, I like these solar powered ones, because you are completely independent out of your power supply. If there's a power outage during a storm, this will not be affected, and it is very sturdy. This survived some pretty bad hailstorms without issues. What you need to look out for is the programming. So you can see this one has options for every 12 hours, every 24 hours, for either 5, 15 or 20 minutes. This is stupid. When you check, the most important thing about your watering system, and you can get this even on cheaper ones, you want at least 3 watering cycles a day. So you can get 1 watering cycle during the day. If it gets more than 30 degrees, you will need an additional cycle, and you really don't want your cycles to last longer than 2 or 3 minutes, because we are not working with very big pots in here. They can't hold that much water, and it will be saturated. Obviously, you know, there are different types of soils. If you're an expert in, you know, putting together your soil to hold as much water as possible, then yeah, you can probably get away with it. But for me, what I found for just using normal soil and mixing in this little ceramic pellets right here, this is not enough. So you want at least 3 cycles, so you can get saturation during the day. When it is very hot, your plants will not dry out, because I have found over time, maybe for one day it's fine, but after going on a vacation, on a longer one, it is actually not enough to keep it going if you have a really hot, if you have a big heat wave. So don't look at the supporting stuff like this. This is all, doesn't matter. What you need to look out for is the programming. That's the most important thing, and that's what I have found for me, and I kind of want to improve with my system. Just a quick overview how they are assembled. They consist of these little plastic pieces right here, which just have little rods. It's incredibly easy to assemble. It weighs nothing, so there's no, you can move it around if you need that. And then I have it just zip tied around the balcony. Actually, the zip tie is starting to get a bit loose, but this is the idea, right? Just cut some little tiny holes in here, secure it to the railing, and the PVC is very sturdy during hailstorms. So I can really recommend this kind of this type of sheet, and just don't go with the checkered one. Yeah, and I have to say that's already it. This is, you can get these. You're gonna be about $100 including the pot with these systems, and that's, for me, it's a very cool, it's very long lasting. My pump is now the 3rd year, so it works very well, and it gives you the opportunity on a very, very small footprint to grow some nice plants on your balcony. And you know, if you don't need your balcony at all, you can put this full of these greenhouses, and you can grow quite a lot on very small square footage if you really want to, if you kind of want to make your own stuff. That was it for this video. I hope you liked it, if you learned something. If you did, then consider subscribing, giving the video a like, and then I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.